Hello, everybody. This is Cook's War Strategy Gaming with another episode of Total War Rome Remastered, the Egypt campaign. And on this episode, we are going to take a close look at Squalor. I just noticed Salamis is in rebellious mode at 70% public order. So again, here we go, talking about Squalor and public order and how we can kind of improve on or improve our situation here, because we seem to be holding large numbers of garrison troops in our cities. And a lot of it has to do with our Squalor. As you can see in the details for Sidon here, a large city, Sidon, we have 70% public order, which is on the verge of rebellion. We do have a governor who helps affect or contribute or also hurt public order. But the main thing causing this minus 80% to disorder in our city is the Squalor. So it's, according to the notes on the remastered edition, it's capped at 100%. I don't think in the original Rome it was even capped. It was a huge issue in the game. You also have things like distance to capital and unrest. There's also a culture penalty, but Sidon is part of the Egypt culture. Or the buildings. All the buildings are of Egypt culture. So cultural effect in the game has more to do with the buildings built and who owned it when the building was built. And also including the settlement upgrades as well. So you can curb some of the cultural penalties as you're building the buildings. We are getting bonuses here to law. And these are happiness bonuses too. So this is offsetting the disorder penalties. So the goal here is, you can't eliminate Squalor except through, I guess, population reduction, but that will also affect income. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. Now, we could try to move our population around by building peasants. Also, let's retrain these troops here. Also, and then you can offset the Squalor effects by building happiness buildings. So right now we're building a temple of Imhotep. So when that is completed in the next turn, we'll get a 10% bonus to public order and a bonus per turn due to health of 1%. And public order, and then also another just general public order. So this temple of Imhotep will be very important to build. So we'll keep an eye on that on Sidon and see how that affects. Now we also are growing our population, so that will also increase Squalor as the population grows. So building troops and peasants out of here, and then you can move the peasants out into lesser populated lands to help kind of spread out the effects of overpopulation in your larger cities. So that would be part of the episode today, is kind of really taking a close look at what we need to do with our cities to increase our public order. Try a little bit different strategies, namely building peasants in larger cities and moving them to lower populated centers and disbanding them and adding to those populations. So you're not actually losing overall population. We're going to move this is Kaya, our faction leader. We're going to move them to Memphis.
Mighty General.
And to be honest, we can also move Samphus out of Memphis then. Now that our faction leader is there, we can move them to somewhere to take governorship of another city that might need help reducing or increasing public order. So stuff like Damascus, Palmyra need governors, and they're starting to grow in population to such an extent that a governor in those cities will help public order. All right. So more on the public order and buildings. Next, we will take a look at our overall strategy. So war on all fronts. So out east, we have Parthia sieging Seleucia. We did just take Ancyra, and that is now besieged by Pontus, who we took it from. And the Numidians are sieging Lepkus Magna. And my overall strategy is that I don't know if we'll be able to hold Lepkus Magna. Only reason I say that is it looks like the Numidians have the upper hand. They can reinforce from Thaspis much quicker than I can reinforce from Cyrene. So, and they already have a pretty large army and more reinforcements in the vicinity to help with their siege. I have no archer units. All my archer units have been eliminated. So I just have this garrison of some cavalry and spearmen and no general anymore. We lost our extremely good general Herubin in the last episode. He was a 9-star general. It was a devastating defeat after we had secured a important victory in the last game, which you can't see the cross swords here, but the Numidians are hiding it. But that was a major victory from us. And then Herubin marched towards Thaspis with the goal, thinking that we had the Numidians on the run, and were defeated over here. And there was no cross swords to signify the battle, but that was even almost as important battle there, considering that it has turned the tide of our war against the Numidians. Now, no worries. If we lose Lepkus Magna, no worries. We are going to hold a defensive line here in Cyrene. I think the distances from Lepkus Magna to Siwa will give us way advanced warning of their approach, as we have our watchtowers throughout the lands that will warn us of an approach. Also, we can easily reinforce Siwa from Memphis, Thebes, and Alexandria, as well as reinforcing Cyrene. So Cyrene maybe is where we're going to have to try to also build forces and get reinforcements there, because we don't want to lose Cyrene. It's a financial hub. We are probably going to we may have to build some military buildings. Unfortunately, population is low here to build to a minor city, which we can build better troops. We cannot build bowmen, which is a shame. And we can't increase to stone walls, which is also a shame. So that might make it a little bit harder to, at first glance, to defend Cyrene. The only thing we can really build right now is the blacksmith that would help or build better troops here with better weapons. But again, Cyrene would be a perfect place to start feeding peasants from larger population centers. Now see, Alexandria has 38,000 population, so we can start moving peasants out of here. So yeah, we'll spam some peasants out of Alexandria. We don't want to build troops and move them out of Thebes until this plague is over. We have Pharaoh's bowmen. So we'll start, we'll actually start trying to reinforce Cyrene. So we got a whole queue of troops here building in Memphis. We do not need to remove a whole lot of population from Memphis because our public order is very good. It is the capital. So that's the plan in Africa. A defensive posture. Now, in Asia Minor, we have a much more aggressive posture with our general Philometor, who struck out towards Ankara, took Ankara. We installed the governor there, and now it's being sieged back by Pontus under their general Neo Caesarea. And we are now reinforcing our men here under Philometor to re-attack. The only problem is, like I said, we are holding a lot of garrison troops to hold Tarsus from rebelling.
Mighty general. Mighty general.
So let's take a look at Antioch and the breakdown of Antioch. So minus 65% of disorder due to squalor. Now again, farther away from the capital, we're at minus 30%. Culture, we're receiving some culture penalty, and we are additional penalty because of unrest.
Mighty general.
And we really can't move much population around because that would increase squalor in these other areas that are also receiving are suffering from disorder. So that goes back to buildings. So we have building an execution square. Public order, bonus due to law, 10%. The counselor's chambers, which will give us a bonus of 5% public order. So all the buildings we are currently building in all the cities we need to, except for we need to build then in Damascus. So walls, I think, provide public order as well. So you get plus 5% due to happiness and law for building the stone walls. That will take 3 turns. So we're looking for buildings that we can build quickly. Public baths. Population growth bonus. So we actually, we might not want to build baths yet because they'll actually contribute to more squalor through population growth, according to what I know. The temples are actually really important. So maybe we should build the temple first. And that's about all we can build right now due to funds. We want to try to reinforce Philometor with as many troops as possible without crushing Antioch's disorder.
Mighty general. March. Mighty general. Onward. Mighty general. March.
And so far, so good.
Sire. Onward.
All right. So we broke it down to rioting again. But, all right, 2 turns before Counselor Chamber. We can build some more peasants, I guess.
Mighty general.
So so currently these buildings here in Tarsus are contributing to culture penalty. As you can see, they're in red, and you see the down arrow icon of cultural penalty. Now, if we destroy those buildings, we may lose the public order bonus too. From what I read, it looks like destroying buildings do not help culture penalty. We can't destroy the governor's palace anyways, but we can upgrade it, and I think if you upgrade it, it will revert to an Egyptian culture. So there's a few things to consider with the culture bonus. And actually, if we bring in we can bring on a governor here. We got Necho and Amos. Necho will move to Tarsus. That did nothing for public order. There's a couple other things we can do with our governors, though. So we can try to move followers around. From person to person and try to maybe stack public order bonuses to our most important governors, like in Antioch and Tarsus. So let's look at Necho and see if we can't get him some good followers that will help with public order. Alright, so you have the character up here. So we need to find Necho. There he is. So we have Necho, he's positive, which gives +1 influence, +1 morale, all troops. Filthy minded. -1 influence. Let's see. Architect. -1 from Squalor. Increase the public order and population growth. So that actually decreases. So that actually decreases Squalor. Now, currently, he is with your Gates. We don't want to actually shoot ourselves in the foot and take someone away from somewhere that is actually he's being useful. Now, maybe we want to look at our generals. Maybe they have a follower that, you know, if they're going to be a general, they need to be a general, not a governor. The artist, +1 influence. Desert Scout, Doctor, Eastern Turncoat. So these are more bonuses for command. Master Smith. So a lot of these aren't really good, or I'm not finding a lot of good followers for governance. I mean, +1 the farming output is good, but we're looking for people that are going to help with public order management. So that might actually help with this priest of Horus is currently following Meyer. These are all governors. That's right. Amos is the governor of Antioch, and he's got these priests that are following him. But it seems to be not doing anything or helping at all with public order. All right, we're going to move the architect. Actually, see, your Gades was the governor of Sidon. All right.
My liege.
We are going to advance on to the next turn. All right, so Pontus is going to attack and try to take Ankara back. And doesn't look good for us here. Let's fight the battle anyways. Ankara is a shell of a city, so
This night we will feast and drink to
oh yeah, I
celebrate
don't
victory.
yeah.
I
It's not
promise
even
you
a
that.
very strong defensive settlement. I have no archers really. I have 14 Bedouin archers.
Awaiting your command. Units, retreat.
Alright, we're just gonna try to run away. How the spears went out the front door. They're the run away, General.
Luck is not with us. The enemy have breached the walls. The walls are taken. The enemy stands ready to take the town.
Those spearmen are so slow.
Nubian spearmen. We're under attack.
Alright, so that'll be called in a minute here.
Ah, defeat has come. An unwelcome.
And Ankara is not such a big loss. It had a population of 600, and we didn't even exterminate the population there. It looked like someone had already done that.
Our ships are under attack. We are supreme.
Alright, ceasefire in effect. Alright, all our settlements are getting besieged. City expands. Petra expands. Settlement occupied. Ankara, heroic death. Oh, Philadelphus gets killed, though. Man, it's hard to get your generals to escape from battle. I couldn't get... I really was trying to save Herub and have him retreat from the battle after... over by Lepkus Magna, and he... there was no retreat option. Alright, so... public order in Tarsus improves greatly. So I wonder what improved it. See if we can make sense of any of this. Squalor went down to 30%? Or what? I don't know if that was... I looked at that one earlier. Culture penalties at 38. Unrest is at 50%. I know we did just build a building, didn't we? Let's see. Population boom is giving it a bonus to public order. So we have to kind of take a break from... We need to take a break from building military buildings and focus on all public order bonus buildings. Temple of Imhotep we'll build next, so they'll be ready in 2 turns. All right, Antioch. Actually, the population of Tarsus is only 11,000. We have 16,000 in Antioch. That doesn't seem to be improving things anyway. Why don't we build Nubian spearmen? Because at least they can double as decent foot soldiers. And then we are going to march Philometer's army back towards Ankara and see if we can't catch that main army and destroy it. Start building a reinforcement army here. We got some chariots. Let's bring the axemen over there. Bows. Alright, oh, and we have the onagers here and the Pharaoh's bowmen, so we definitely want to link them up with Philometer's army. Actually, any bow units we want to get into our main armies, because I feel like that is one of our lacking units. Actually, Sidon and Damascus are now a little bit improved in public order. They're building this large stone walls in Sidon, which will also help public order. So we'll leave that being built. Same thing with the large temple of Imhotep. There'll be a couple more turns, though, before those are built. Now we have the army under Hatra, or no, Nefertiti. We want to take Hatra, this Seleucid outpost that is now a large garrisoned outpost. Do we have what it takes to take it? Not so sure. Don't have that many bows. We have Bedouin archers. And maybe 1 or 2 bowmen, 2 bow units. Let's eliminate this one Parthian unit here.
Glorious victory.
Alright, now the path is completely clear.
Mighty general, onward.
Mighty general.
Oh good, we have some mercenaries available. Wish there were some missile troops available, but they're not. I think we'll do Eastern mercenaries because they can be easier to use to assault the city of Hatra.
Mighty general.
My liege.
So we do have this spy up here too, just kind of checking out the rest of the world and seeing who owns what, spying on the diplomacy of the other factions. See the Gauls in Illyria. Looks like Germania is still in the Dacia region. Alright, we are unable to build anything right now in Palmyra, so... we will build some troops here. We can build Egyptian chariots. We really could use, again, more bow or missile troops. I guess we'll build a few skirmishers. Now spearmen are always strong troops, so we'll keep. They should be the unit we have the most of. See, Bastra has good public order, so we can build. Let's keep building paved roads. We'll keep building financial buildings in Bastra since it seems to be secured. We are low on funds right now, so we can't expand on Petra. Actually, why don't we should be able to build something now in Petra. Let's build a market. One thing I think I've neglected is the importance of trade resources. So I think I'm going to try to build some more merchants. We'll build them out of Alexandria. Thebes seem to be much better. The plague out of Thebes. Let's retrain these troops.
Orders. March. Sire.
And let's move Alexander north.
Mighty general. Orders.
Keep moving our troops out of Memphis.
My liege. Come to not
And reinforce Cyrene.
march. Sire. Onward.
So the only disorder in Alexandria is the Squalor because of population. Almost looks like it's capped at 80%, or well, it says 100%. So I wonder if we hit 40,000 in population. I did not see what the thresholds in population are.
Aye, great lord. Yes, mighty lord. Aye, great lord.
Oh, a clear defeat, huh?
Withdraw! Withdraw! Ready to sail! Ready to sail! Set sail! Ships ready! Ready to sail! Ships ready! Yes, mighty lord!
Looks like I'm gonna have to build some ships too. Let's see. Oh, we can't build any ships. We are low on funds. Now, I think let's take a look at our agents and see what do we have any merchants not doing anything. This agent is idle.
Awaiting your command.
So, woodland.
Loud and clear. Awaiting your command. Acquiring goods.
Alright, so we can trade timber as a tradable resource.
Mighty general!
I think it'll do that for... That'll be all for this turn.
Your honor?
Now, just building merchant, it does look like agent is trading in Siwa. He's generating 277 income, so an idle merchant does seem to be
Your
just
honor?
trading on its own. Trading slaves, generating 277 denarii per turn. So let's look at finance and family and see trade, population growth per turn, governor's influence, trade resources, 13. So it's hard to tell exactly where that 277, if that's is included in this trade. But that's a significant portion of resources is through trade. And then you can see our balance should be 8,300 next turn. We have 100. We almost have 200 units, costing us. Or our expenses on our army is actually decreasing. That's not necessarily a good thing because it means we're in a weaker position.
Our ships are under attack!
Pontus is starting to overcome us in the naval war, which we had been winning for most of the game.
Ships are under attack! Roll for your lives!
And we gain a suitable husband, bureaucrat, and command talent. So he could be either a governor or a general. And he is in Sidon right now. Looks like he is the governor of Sidon. So we'll move Euergetes to Damascus. It looks like a lot of our disorder has improved already.
My liege,
And now it's time to siege Hatra.
prepare for battle. Besieging settlement, sir. Settlement under siege, sir. Onward. Sire.
Orders? Move out!
Should be building more troops out of Sidon. So we got our best military cities are Sidon and Memphis. Let's do Pharaoh's bowmen here. Let's do Egyptian chariot archers. And Nile spear, Nile spear.
Orders.
I guess we'll take the easy win here.
Attack! Glorious victory! Attack!
We'll fight the easy victory just to try to maximize on casualties.
This is a day of battle. We will stand together. We will not fear defeat. We will look forward to victory. Await my orders.
To victory! Alright, why don't we... I want to try these Barbarian Mercenaries. Mercenaries!
Units, retreat!
Oh, no. I don't want you to retreat.
Units, form up!
Of course, they're going to make this a little bit more challenging on us. Probably we're going to have to fight uphill.
Units, crew! Units, loose formation!
Barbarians fight in loose formation.
Axemen! With all haste! Axemen! Units, crew! Move at the double! Spearmen! Egyptian chariot! Move! Land! Cavalry! Units, run! Units, run! Units, crew!
I'm not going to even commit my full forces, I think.
Units, double time. Units, run! Units, run! Units, run! General, hurry! Move! Quickly!
They do have some archers though, so
Slaughter them! Mercenaries, attack! Units, run! Move at the double! Units, double time! Double time! Units, double time! Mercenaries, attack quickly!
I hit them on the flank.
Move at the double! Units, run! General! Attack! Mercenaries! Barbarian mercenaries!
So our barbarian mercenaries were able to just route their front line.
Kill them!
Destroy them! Destroy them! Nubian cavalry! Destroy them! This general is the perfect enemy. He does not stand but runs away. Is there any point in victory
Alright.
is yours, and no one can argue.
Took 180 casualties in that.
Glorious victory! Attack! Glorious victory!
So we'll go after Mazaka instead of Ankara. That definitely looks like a larger city. Yep, 23,000.
My liege! Mighty general, move out! My liege,
Your honor? Acquiring goods.
Alright, acquiring timber. Or you can set your merchants to auto manage.
I kill to please you.
I have an agent here too.
I kill to please you. I kill to please you by your will.
Did we fail in our mission? Misses target.
Not possible, sire. By your will.
My ears are yours.
I kill to please you. Who shall die this day?
Can I be of service?
Oh, we have a merchant here too. What am I doing with my agents? Right, so we can we can trade camels, and that's a unit resource. So look, and then we can build camel units. Agent is monopolizing camels.
Yes.
Sire. Mighty general. Orders. Sire. Orders.
Right, we have these reinforcing units. Let's keep moving them.
My liege. Move out.
Could move the onagers to Neferetia, but because they're sieging and that might help with that. Let's try, maybe we can try to build some. And we can only really build them in Sidon, I think, if that. Nope, yeah. I'm like, I'll forgo it for now. Okay, Jerusalem. So to build the Pharaoh's palace, we will need to buy. It would cost 6,400. We don't even have that. So why don't we focus more on? Can we build other buildings like the shrine, the Temple of Horus? That will give bigger public order bonuses.
Aye, great lord.
Start building more of a navy again. Considering we're getting beat down now.
Aye, great lord. Aye, great lord. Aye, great lord.
My liege, mighty general. March orders. Move out orders. Forward. March.
See, let's got some new chariots built in Memphis. Wild animals, a tradable resource.
My liege. Sire.
So building up the garrison here in Cyrene.
Aye, great lord.
And there's nothing else we can really build right now because of funds.
Forward. Orders. Move out. Sire. Forward.
Let's check up on our spy here in mainland Europe. Let's see how the Romans are doing. So they weren't able to get into Illyria. You have Flavius Scipio. So you have the Julii and the Scipii. But the Romans are still in Rome. Or the Italian mainland, at least. We have a diplomat over here.
Sire.
There's no bridge crossing.
Mistaken, sire. At once. Orders. Orders. Onward.
All right, let's go on to the next turn. Is this the assault on Seleucia? I might be able to win this one.
This will be a grim day. All days of battle are grim. But how much worse must the day be for await my orders?
All right. Persian cavalry. Uh-oh. Do they have an agent that opened the gate? Oh, no.
Hurry! 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 With all haste! With all haste! Run! Move! Quickly! Run!
So apparently I cannot, so apparently they must have had an agent in our city and opened the gate from within inside. The other gate isn't open, right? Nope, it is. I'll put the spears right there. All right. Where are the Egyptian chariots? Over here. All right, we're gonna go with this deployment. Forces are actually even. About 1,000. They have about 1,200. Don't like I have to go back and forth. Let's see. Their Persian cavalry are just sitting there. Oh, why aren't they over here? They're still going to try to scale the walls. I guess that makes sense since they have to defend the gate. They're going to move this cavalry.
Others are at the walls, but there is still time to keep the enemy out.
Let's charge these hillmen that are
The enemy
coming
have
after
broken
me.
their siege towers. Make ready to repel them, or all hope is doomed.
The chariots are struggle within these alleyways.
Your general has sacrificed himself. But will this bring victory? Or cause your men to turn and run?
So our general bites the dust, which he was just a captain. So they don't even assault through the gates. They're losing a lot of men, but my heavy chariots did not do well. Although our cavalry did much better against these hillmen. Let's see. Their general sits idle. I suppose I can... Maybe I can sally out of the gate here and get in behind their assaulting troops. I'll keep the chariots back there. See if this cavalry can do anything against these eastern infantry. Just get around them. They're shaken. We're wavering, though. Ah. So the desert cavalry not strong enough to hit the spears. Now their eastern infantry against our Nile spearmen, though, is a mismatch. Alright, so their assaulting of the wall is failing. We are actually beating them back, though. So they were able to open the gates from within inside. But our spearmen seem to be too powerful of defenders. Now these are Nubian spearmen, a little bit less of quality than the Nile spearmen. But once these Nile spearmen finish off this eastern infantry unit, they should get right in behind here. Actually, our Nubian spearmen are already broken, though. And they are running. But now that our Nile spearmen are coming from the rear, we should be able to... They're already shaken. We're steady. Persian cavalry seem to be running off. They do not want to confront this spearman here. They might try to go to this gate, though. I think we're going to retreat this spearman unit back here to the court center. Same thing with this Arab cavalry. So these Nile spearmen are finishing off these eastern infantry as they start to drop off the wall. Yeah, it looks like their cavalry is coming to capture the center of the town. So let's get into position here. Oh, they're Persian. Cavalry have bows.
The gods smile
Ah, we took out their general, though.
The enemy general has been killed and his men lose heart. The enemy cowards run! Drive them from the battlefield!
So, looks like it'll be another successful defense of Seleucia. Oh wait, they have another general unit coming in here. Eastern Infantry. Let's just swarm them.
By the gods, the enemy general was a fool! He sacrificed himself rather than leading his men to a dignified defeat.
Bye bye, run away, run away. So the defenses of Seleucia have proven very adequate. Now they must have a unit hanging around that are in good condition because they will not end the battle. So are there Parthians in this siege tower? Oh, they're stuck. Is this a bug in the game? They're stuck in the wall.
Mercenary person! Move! 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 Attack! Quickly! Units! Units! Double time! Units! Run! Attack!
Well, that's not good. Okay, now they're unstuck.
Spearman! Wipe them out! Units!
Alright, there we go. End the battle.
Victory is yours!
1,100 casualties inflicted against the enemy.
Our ships
Oh no. Our navy has definitely suffered some major defeats and setbacks. Here we go. Now the assault on Lepkus Magna. Oh, they have onagers. I don't know. Don't know if we'll be able to defend this one. Lepkus Magna does not have the best defenses, unlike Seleucia with the stone walls. I believe Lepkus is wooden walls.
Today
Yes.
is a good day for death.
Yes.
If we are to die, then let us do so honorably. And let us
Although we
send
have a
many
lot
our
of soldiers,
enemies
though.
howling in on my orders.
Now their rams should be able to power through the wooden walls. So
Peasants! 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 With all haste! Hurry!
oh, can we not start deployment? Interesting.
Spearmen! Run! Spearmen! Peasants! Desert cavalry!
Or no, desert cavalry. I thought they said peasant cavalry. Oof.
The walls are broken. The enemy are in the city. Now the fight will be doubly hard.
They're not in the city yet.
Peasants. Nubians, spearmen. Quickly.
Oh, they're charging right through.
Peasants. Spearmen.
We're under attack! Peasants, attack!
Spearmen. Hurry.
Oh, we drove off their cavalry, though.
Peasants, they're attacking us! Attack!
Spearmen. Nubians, spearmen.
We're losing more than they're losing. They're also hitting our peasants too, which might be skewing things a little bit.
Nile spearmen!
Alright, peasants are running. Our buildings are on fire.
We are being attacked. Spearmen.
Nile spearmen! We're under attack!
The whole city is in blaze.
Nile spearmen! With all haste!
Spearmen, run with all haste.
See, they are eager and eager, so the spears are holding a little bit. Although they're outflanking us.
Nile spearmen, run, attack.
And see, these now spearmen are marching. Looks like these Nile spearmen have broken.
We're under attack. They are attacking us. Spearmen.
Cavalry!
With all haste. Hurry. Run. Spearmen. Run. Nile spearmen.
Looks like their forces are finally wavering, and they are all running. Too bad we don't have the one cavalry unit. We can hunt them down. Oh, I'm sorry. We do have some cavalry. Need to pay attention to what I have. Let's take our desert cavalry out and just come in from around them here. We'll hit the desert infantry from behind. Ooh. Onager's getting some shots in against some of our spear units.
Desert cavalry. with us! The enemy have breached the walls! Run! Destroy them! Fight back quickly! With all haste! Hurry! Run!
All right, hit and run, hit and run.
Hurry!
Okay, so let's go after. Oh, you guys are routing already.
Desert cavalry! Destroy them!
Oh, that's crazy. The onagers just turned that building into dust, into rubble. Okay, so let's take our general and take out those onagers. Looks like we're going to defend Lepkus Magna, after all. For now, at least.
Your general is fleeing from the enemy.
Oh,
This is a shameful thing for your whole army.
yeah. That was... Thought I could take out those onagers. Got them to stop for now. See, our cavalry is steady. What's their camel riders? Are eager. I forgot half my force are the peasants, though. Ah, their cavalry routes again. Weak cavalry, weak cavalry. Good spearmen, though. They're just so damn slow. Let's charge their general. Everything at their general. End of the battle, swarm.
Victory lies in
Now, if their strategy is just to wear down Lepkus Magna, it'll probably work. Yep, so they're going to re-siege it.
We're surrounded.
Our ships are under attack.
Coming of age. Ptolemy. in Alexandria. Palmyra grows and Tarsus expands. A flash flood in Medea. Lepkus Magna still under siege.
Sire, mighty general. Orders,
Mighty general.
my liege. Orders, mighty general.
Where do I want to move Ptolemy? We'll go up north.
Onward.
Mighty general.
And Philopater is a governor. I might need a general here out by Cyrene soon, but for now I think we're okay. I need to rebuild my navy.
Sire,
In 5 turns. Alright, well, we'll just keep sieging Hatra.
My ears are yours. Unseen, unheard.
I kill.
My ears are yours.
Can we do the same in Hatra as what was done in Seleucia and open the gates from inside?
My ears are yours.
Doesn't look like we can do anything right now.
sire,
We'll just keep sieging it. And then, let's see, over here in Mazaka.
my liege.
Let's
Prepare for
siege
battle.
that down.
Besieging settlement, sir. Settlement
Mighty
under
general.
siege, sir. Orders,
Sire, move out.
I kill to please you. Who shall die this day? Moving to position.
Yeah, well, we assassinate some enemy agents.
Not possible, sire. Moving to position. Not possible, sire.
Oh, he's a Greek agent.
Kill to please you.
Alright, so we got the sieges going on. It looks like public order has improved in our cities just by building some of the required buildings that needed to be built instead of just building things you want to build. I mean, we're producing, these cities can produce good military units right now, so let's focus some more on large temple of Imhotep in Antioch, and in Tarsus we can build, do the counselor's chambers, or why don't we build sewers? Actually, before sewers, why don't we do the large temple of Imhotep? Because that's actually doing 2 things, increasing public order and as well as, I think, reducing the cultural penalty that we suffer. So yeah, we suffer, well, it's down to minus 6.5 in Antioch, so we've been building, okay, we built an Egyptian counselor's chamber in Antioch, so that made a huge difference, I think, in cultural penalty, because I think it was much higher than 6.5%. So now we can actually, instead of trying to build garrison spear units or building peasants that we want to move around to distribute the population, we can actually start focusing more on better quality military units again. It's like we can build some bows, so let's do that. More archers, the better. I'm not... So far, I'm not impressed with Egyptian chariots. I'd rather have just a whole bunch of Nile spearmen. Although the Egyptian chariots are mobile.
Be quick. Our patience is limited.
Ceasefire? Very demanding. So no ceasefire, I guess. Inactive spy.
Unseen, unheard, out of moves.
Inactive merchant for 2 turns, but he's generating 278 gold, so I kind of like him there.
Aye, great lord.
Orders? Move out. Orders? Onwards. Mighty general, my liege. March.
Oh, why?
Onward.
Why did they go that way?
Sire.
Ugh.
Orders? My liege.
So I'm making... Disbanding those peasants, I'm making disorder worse in Tarsus.
Sire! Sire! Sire!
Let's see. We got Teuton Euergetes. Do I want to keep him going northward? Yeah, why not?
March!
Mighty general. Forward. Orders? Orders?
Alright, so... Alright, we are suffering from a lack of funds now, it seems, more often than not. Not
My liege!
a few turns, about 10 turns ago, we were able to just keep all our cities building and building and building, but right now we got to be a little bit more picky and choosy.
Sire! Onward!
Sire.
Onward!
Mighty general. Orders?
Onward!
So we got a new general under Sampsus.
My liege!
He's a better manager. He should be a governor, actually.
My liege! My liege!
He has good management traits, so we should make him a manager. Or maybe we'll make him the governor of Hatra. How large is Hatra? 12,000? So it's a decent sized city.
Orders? Forward. Mighty general.
Keep moving our units west.
Onward.
Can't really build anything, can we? That's right. Let's go on to the next turn. So Parthia has yet to be able to field any kind of sizable army. The Numidians and the Pontus have been able to have decent armies. Actually, the Numidians almost seem stronger than Pontus. I was worried about Pontus, but the Numidians seem to be able to produce a lot of decent troops.
Aye, great lord. Aye, great lord. Ships ready.
Alright, trying to rebuild our navy here.
Ready to sail.
I think we can win this one.
Make ready for combat.
Yep.
We are supreme. Aye, great
We
lord.
don't want to attack the Greeks. We are allied to the
Aye,
Greeks.
great lord. Set sail.
Idle resource report. Inactive spy. He's over here. Let's move him. Yep. Let's just move our diplomat north here. And does Carthage still own?
Yes.
No, the Numidians do own Carthage.
Be quick. Our patience is limited.
They do not want a ceasefire. Let's see if we can take Mazaka. Alright, we'll just auto-resolve that.
Glorious victory.
Alright, so what do we want to do? We want to enslave and disperse the 12,000 population. See, I'm not really concerned about growing my settlements. I'm actually worried about too much squalor, so I think we'll just occupy. Now, they're a little irritated that we have new rulers, I suppose. So, and Squalor's at 80% there. Distance to capital 40. Cultural penalties minus. So this might be, that might have been a situation where enslaving the population might have actually helped manage Mazaka. Let's try to retrain these troops here.
Orders? Onward!
I didn't want to distribute the population and then all of a sudden Tarsus and Antioch go into rebellion again or start rioting. Ooh, Pharaoh's bows. Haven't really had to use the newer quality troops yet in battle because they've been busy trying to march to the armies.
Sire! March, my liege! Forward! Sire! Forward! Mighty
Tarsus still remains a challenge to keep under control. Squalor's down to 40% though. Culture penalty, unrest is at 50%. So we'll see what happens after we build the large temple of Imhotep. Antioch seems much better off now. We're just going to keep sieging Hatra.
move out!
Orders. Orders.
We're actually going to make Xanthus a governor.
Orders. Mighty general.
Leaving the army.
March.
We'll make him the governor of Palmyra. And we need, yeah, to expand Palmyra, we need to build the governor's palace. Damascus. Why don't we build the crop rotation and sewers, and that will help population growth there, as we want to start expanding them. And to do that, we need a bigger population to build the larger governor's palace. Petra is not building anything. See, we have an alert. A suitable husband, untouched by fear. Tepe Macau is a suitable heir, untouched by fear, like that. We will betroth him. He is in Tarsus. Wait, where is he? Oh, he's in Antioch.
My liege. Sire! Sire! Joining forces. Order. My liege. Sire! Sire!
So these generals will try to link up with Philometer. Who's our main general in Asia Minor. But he can use some more lieutenants now. Rioting in Seleucia. Let's see, Salamis. Let's build some more triremes. And we should build a large temple of Imhotep. Yep, not enough funds right now to do that.
Aye, great lord. Ready to sail.
Sire, move out. Orders. Onward. Orders. Forward.
And keep reinforcing the west here. The long distances to reinforce our western territories in Africa.
Sire,
Ooh, some Nile cavalry. That's our best cavalry unit. So once the Numidians take Lepkus Magna, or if they do, you might be able to still defend it, but it's looking a little bit more and more sketchy. But once they get, if they do try to invade Cyrene or Siwa, they're not going to know what hit them. We're going to have some of the better troops we have available to us by then. Camel archers, a whole bunch of Nile spearmen, Pharaoh's bowmen. Yeah. It'll be devastating. Alright, let's go on to the next turn. Alright, let's see. These units here, let's link you up there. So the goal here, hopefully we can siege down Hatra, and then we'll move towards to the relief of Seleucia. Inactive merchant. Yeah, but he's generating 278 income. That admiral's fine there. Doesn't look like they're ready to siege Seleucia again. And the Romans are beaten back by the Gauls. Okay, so this is the attack on Lepkus Magna. Alright, let's see what we can do here.
Today is a good day to die, but better still to live and tell our grandchildren of brave deeds and brave.
Oh, they're gonna let us deploy on this one. Oh, we still have damaged walls from the last attack. We'll keep the peasants in the center of the town, and then if we can weaken their forces at all, we will call upon their assistance to just, you know, overwhelm them. But I mean, we are outnumbered by 600 men, and they have a lot more missile troops available to them in this battle. So they could probably just pepper away at us. They're sending their cavalry around our flank. Let's see if we can get over here. Yeah, and they're like archer cavalry too. Oh, they're going straight for the city center. We'll send our cavalry back there to help defend. Oh no, they turned around to face the spears. Our men are starting to waver already.
Your general is fleeing from the enemy. This is a shameful thing for your whole army.
A shameful thing for your whole army. Oh, those spears are sitting ducks.
The walls are taken. The enemy stands ready to take the town.
Oh, we rebuilt those buildings pretty quickly. They were destroyed in the last assault. Numidian camel riders. All right, let's send everything at that we have available at them.
The walls are broken. The enemy are in the city. Now the fight will be doubly hard.
All right, swarm the enemy. Swarm the enemy. All right, you can stop breaking the walls down. You're already in. Come on, peasants. This is your home.
Your general is fleeing from the enemy. This is a shameful thing for your whole army.
Defend your homes, you peasants.
Units, charge!
Hold the line. Hold the line.
Your general
Ah,
is fleeing
our
from
general.
the enemy. This is a shameful thing for your whole army.
Our
By the
general is
gods,
taken
your
down.
foolish general has got himself killed. How will your soldiers greet this news?
Alright, so the defenders of Lepkus Magna have valiantly
Ah, defeat has come. An unwelcome guest indeed.
valiantly defended their home, but ultimately they're defeated. Assassins can get rid of particularly difficult rivals. The higher their subterfuge rating, the more likely they are to succeed. Alright. Well, we figured that we would probably lose Lepkus Magna. But it bought us time to send reinforcements to Cyrene and keep building some of our better troops. We'll have better troops, though, and more missiles coming out of Memphis, and we should build up our military buildings in Alexandria. Alexandria makes us a lot of income now. Settlement income 1656. Actually 44, almost 4,500 in income. And they're at normal tax rate. If we went high, that disorder becomes 70%. So normal tax rate is good. Doesn't really give you that much. So let's start building some of our military buildings here in Alexandria so they can support our efforts in Africa.
Orders. March. Orders.
Because now it's a waiting game.
Move out. Mighty
Let's see how quickly Numidia can bring their reinforcements to our border.
Aye, great lord. Aye, great lord. Set sail. Lord. Ships ready. Yes, mighty.
We can use our navy here to kind of scout ahead for us. Let's see. So Mazaka is in revolt. Oh, it did not improve last turn.
My liege. My liege. March, sire. Onward. Orders. Move out. Engage the enemy. Victory is ours, mighty one. Sire.
All right. Agent found in Tarsus. Coming of age. Isit Nofet. Why don't we march him Our faction leader is 58, so he's starting to get up there in age. So we'll leave Isetnofet in Memphis because he can be the future governor there.
My liege.
Mighty general. Onward, march.
Alright, so let's see. What is our tax rate? Oh, we need to lower that tax rate down. Settlement is rioting.
Mighty general, move out.
My liege. March.
Keep sending reinforcements to our main army in Mazaka under Philometer. Alright, Tarsus is stabilized, not a lot of rioting. Antioch has been much better every turn. And it should be even more improved public order after the large temple is built. Same thing here, large temple of Imhotep in Tarsus.
My liege.
Alright, 3 more turns to take Hatra.
Sire, move out.
See, still riding in Seleucia though. As soon as we take Hatra, we are moving straight towards Seleucia and finishing off the Parthians once and for all.
Sire.
Where do I take Alexander? Do I keep pushing more generals north to help with our war against Pontus?
Sire,
Or will I need those men to help against Parthia?
move out.
My liege. Move out.
Yeah, I'll move him towards I'll move him to the east. Alright, we have 3,500 denarii to spend. See, we're building in Antioch. We need to keep building soldiers here. So why don't we build 2 spears, a cavalry, an axe. That'll be good for now there. Sidon, we will build more of like the Pharaoh's bowmen. Actually, no, we're building those spearmen right now. But I think Sidon will start building more onagers and Pharaoh's bowmen, the chariot archers, so more of the archers because out of Sidon. See, I should be building the spears out of Damascus. Chariots out of Palmyra.
Orders.
Yeah, just
Settlement under siege, sir.
we've built 3 rams. Let's maintain the siege.
Under siege, sir.
Sire,
Ship ready. Aye, great lord. Aye, my lord.
Trying to scout out here. I don't see any enemy vessels. They haven't been blockading us, so we've done our job. Our navy has done our job in defending our ports. A worthy life ends. Our spy So we can't spy on the political strife in Europe for now. We should just build another spy, I guess. Successful buyout. Our merchant has succeeded in buying out a foreign trader. Okay, I have him on auto manage. Let's see, rioting in Seleucia and Mazaka. Alright, I want to look at all our merchants. He's trading camels, which I want to keep him doing that. Alright, merchants. Let's go back to our merchants.
Can I be of service?
What's this merchant doing?
Of service.
Guess we can auto manage him. Yeah, I'm not big on the merchant game, so we'll auto manage most of our merchants unless there's a certain resource that we want to get. Like I sent the one merchant to get the camel so we can build camel units.
My liege.
And Apries of Alexandria, what's he doing? He's doing nothing, so we will also auto manage him as well. Let's look at our assassins.
I kill to please you.
And let's see, there's a diplomat here.
By your will.
I think we'll try to 86 him.
Mighty general.
Alright, that should do it for this turn. And Parthia is going to
Surrounded.
siege Seleucia again. Oh, Thracia's been eliminated. Keep forgetting I have this diplomat up here.
I, great lord.
Alright, so no troops from Numidia marching eastward yet.
Mighty general. Sire, move out, my liege. March, my liege. Onward, my liege. Forward.
Your honor?
Sire, move out.
Let's keep building more merchant. Oh, we can't build any more merchants right now. Actually, we We have not been building in Thebes as much as we should be. Let's see what we can build here. And public order is down to 75, so actually we should probably focus on some public order type buildings. Academy plus 5% to law, sewers. Maybe we have to do stone walls, even though they are very remote and very secure. Oh, and then these awesome temple of Set. Oh my gosh. And there's population growth too in Mazaka, and I cannot quell the rebellion.
Sire!
Let's see if these...
Merging armies!
Oh man.
Mighty general! Mighty general!
My liege.
My liege!
Yeah.
Mighty orders!
See if we can get our
Leaving the army.
generals in here.
Sire!
Maybe one of them can quell the rebellion a little bit better. Oh, that made it worse. I mean, there's nothing... I don't see why... Maybe by taking out some of those garrison troops, that made it worse.
Mighty
Let's actually take Philometer out.
forward!
Oh, assassin.
Orders!
Orders?
Do I have... Where's my other assassin that was over here? I took him over here.
I kill, please.
We need to take out their assassin.
Mighty general!
Oh, they got two assassins.
Orders!
Orders?
March!
Orders?
March!
Mighty general.
My liege!
My liege.
March!
Have to keep trying to retrain our troops here.
Orders!
See what mercenaries are available. Sarmatian mercenaries. Scythian mercenaries.
Sire. Onward.
My liege! Forward! Build tower!
Oh, that didn't really help anything by building that tower.
Forward!
Alright, so it looks like the we built the Temple of Imhotep here in Tarsus, and it did improve quite a bit our public order. Let's keep building. We can't keep building, we're out of funds. Agent found, and for an agent has been found. Probably the assassin. Well, buildings damaged in Mazaka. So that might help with the public order, is by repairing the buildings. So
My eyes are yours. Moving.
My liege! Mighty general! Move out!
all right, 2 more turns to take Hatra.
Orders?
Ready to sail! Set sail!
Can't really build anything there. We have another general named Ptolemy.
Move out!
Alright, let's go on to the next turn. Idle, inactive assassin. Actually, let's bring him back this way because I have all these Pontus assassins surrounding me. Inactive merchant. I thought I set him to auto manage. That's fine. How does that detect an inactive army? They're sieging. All right, next turn. Oh, they blockaded Cyrene. So the Numidians decide to blockade a port. Was that a rebel? Really? Do I have to build a navy over here just to... That's silly. 300 ships, though. The ooh, I'm only making about 5,000, not even 5,000 denarii a turn now. Coming of age, another Euergetes is born. Philippos. Civil revolt in Mazaka. Ah, oh wow. Do they not kick out the... Do we lose the entire garrison?
My liege,
No, I don't. It doesn't look like it.
prepare for battle.
They did 800 men damage.
Glorious victory. Prepare for battle. Besieging settlements hand. Victory.
Yeah, we're going to exterminate this one. Because I'm not going to screw around with Mazaka anymore.
My liege,
So I will say, we just lost a lot of men. Resistance is futile.
orders.
Mighty general.
And here comes a large army under Pontus getting ready to relieve their troops. So they still have a population of 5,000 though. This is crazy. Alright, so we should probably repair these buildings too. Now we do have now 18,000 in denarii.
Mighty general.
So I'm going to try to... Oh, wow. Tarsus down to 68. So what caused that drop? I wonder what caused that drop. Increase in Squalor, maybe? Because I think it was at 30%. So I think it went up to 50%.
Orders? Onward!
So I'm going to try to march around this way to reinforce Mazaka, because now this army can cut off our reinforcing armies through this path.
Assassin.
Ah. Assassin meets assassin. Yes. Killed their assassin.
Can't do it, sire. I obey. Can't do it. Can't do it, sire.
Mighty general.
We'll hire some mercenaries for a quick boost in manpower.
Orders?
My liege.
And 1 turn for Hatra to fall.
My liege.
Orders. Mighty general. Merging armies.
All right, let's take a look at. So we're already upgrading a bunch of buildings in Alexandria. Paved roads in Memphis. Guess we need to build a navy here in Thebes to deal with pirates.
Sire, mighty general.
Guess we'll send a general west under Iset.
Orders.
Mighty, my liege.
March.
All right, so Pharaoh's bowmen. Let's do. Do we have Egyptian archers? I don't see any. Let's do the Pharaoh's bowmen, or camel archers, I should say. Nubian cavalry.
Ready to sail.
All right, we should be able to defeat. Actually, that's Pontus Navy, not Numidian Navy.
We are supreme.
My liege. Sire. Sire. Forward. Orders? Move out. My liege. Forward.
Build more spears out of Siwa to march towards Cyrene. Let's take a look at Petra. What do we need to build here? Let's build some temples, that's for sure. Increase public order. Build some trade buildings, that's good for now. Basra. Why can't we build any religious buildings here? Oh. So we did not destroy the original religious building here. So yeah, it is causing cultural penalty. Where is their shrine? There it is. Shrine to Zoroaster. We need to destroy that. Now we can build our proper Egyptian shrine. Let's do Shrine to Set. I really just want to focus on... I don't want to focus on population growth. Let's just focus on public order. Let's build a market there too. I guess we just keep building spears out of these distant lands, and they can just start feeding reinforcements into our frontline armies. Salamis will continue to build navy ships. Let's build the execution square. Sidon. Oh, you need to be building troops. Pharaoh's bow. Chariot archers. Nubian cavalry. That's good for now. And Palmyra. So now Palmyra, we can start building... no, not the defenses, but we can do city barracks, we can do bows. Actually, let's do bows first. I never feel like we have enough bowmen. Alright. That should do it for this turn. We gotta watch our... I put a bunch of merchants on auto trade, so they're just, of course, gonna move them all around the AI. Alright, so Seleucids have to attack out of Hatra against us, or the city will fall next turn, so we'll fight this battle.
Await my orders.
Alright. So here they come. And we don't even get to deploy. Let's kind of quickly deploy. Spear, spears. Spear, spear, spear.
Units crew.
So where are they moving out towards? In front of us? Let's get our bows up there too. Skirmishers, bows. Bedouin archers, bows.
Units crew.
Let's definitely get the Bedouin archers up there.
Units crew. Ram.
Drop the ram. Leave the ram.
Skirmishers.
Ram. Abandon the ram.
Skirmishers. Quickly. Kill them. With all haste.
I think we'll just kind of we'll hit and run them as they come out of the...
Units run. Units. Double time.
See, they have some cavalry coming out of here. They have some Seleucid chariots.
Skirmishers.
Cavalry. Hurry. Move. Move.
Let's take the desert cavalry over here.
Double time. Units group.
Bedouins. Let's speed this up. Militia hoplites. It's your turn.
Arab cavalry.
Why did you guys stop midway?
By the gods, the enemy general was a fool. He sacrificed himself rather than leading his men to a dignified defeat.
Alright, don't follow them in there because you'll get shredded. Oh wait, their spears are coming out. Alright, we've weakened them down to 45%. Guess maybe we can rush them through the gates. Maybe I should use my spears instead. Let's pull our cavalry out of there.
Missiles, advance!
Militia hoplites coming in now. Alright, open the gate. Alright, so pushing them back to the center. And victory inflicted 1,800 casualties. They're 500.
Glorious victory.
So Hatra is captured. Let's try occupying, or should we just exterminate? We'll exterminate again. Because again, if we really need to grow the new occupied territories population, we can always build peasants out of our larger cities. Because now our newly conquered territories are much easier to maintain. As devastating as that sounds, inactive settlements, Seleucia.
I carry your
Surely, you jest.
Numidia has a reputation of 5. Sabotage. Market in Antioch. Pharaoh's property has been damaged by foreigners. Until repairs are completed by loyal servants, it will be of no use. Resistance is futile. Defiance to the Pharaoh's will must be punished, and the people of this settlement have suffered beneath the lash of the sword's edge.
mighty general.
So Mazaka and Hatra fall. So our expansion into Asia Minor has increased. Taking the large city of Mazaka. It's still a large city, even though we exterminated the population. So now we can kind of focus. Now I think we'll shift a little bit more eastwards, and if we can just take the rest of Parthia and northern and invade into the Caucasus region here, I think we can secure our border with Scythia and move eastwards to the eastern part of Asia Minor, and we'll just keep defending against the Numidians here. So that will be the plan moving forward. And it looks like focusing our attention on what buildings that are needed to be built for increase in public order, although Tarsus is still suffering from rioting and revolt. Unrest is at 50%. Cultural penalty is 36.5. Squalor keeps rising up, ticking up at 55%. So what can we build here now? So the counselor's chambers will help with public order. But that will take like 5 turns, I think, to build. 4 turns. Markets will do nothing. Farming will do nothing. Paved roads, nothing. Large mines. Now the sewers will provide public order. So I think our best bet is to build the counselor's chambers. It'll take 4 turns to build. But I think that'll help with the cultural penalty too, because it will be an Egyptian counselor chamber. Because right now we are using a Greek governor's palace. Let's see. So let's test something. Ooh, enables training of desert axemen and spearmen. I don't want to destroy the barracks. Alright. Well, I think once we build the counselor's chambers, it'll be an Egyptian culture. And then we can upgrade other buildings that will be also of Egyptian culture, and that will improve the cultural penalty. Another agent is found in Antioch. That must have been the one that destroyed the market. Alright, this should conclude episode 8 of the Egyptian campaign, where we focused a lot on Squalor, the effects of Squalor, and how to not only eliminate it, you can't really eliminate Squalor, but you can mitigate the effects by building public order buildings. So I do appreciate you stopping in and watching the video. Leave comments on strategies that you might use to help with Squalor and public order. Feel free to drop a comment on the video about that. And again, thank you. And until the next time, this is Cook's War Strategy Gaming. Good night.